helping them. You're really doing a service for them, selling them as a service. So I think you guys are at a huge advantage from the start. Number one, selling that type of product and that quality of product. Another thing that's been huge for my success early on is selling high ticket. And learning how to sell high ticket is just an amazing, amazing skill. Because you're going to sell to better quality of customers. Generally, when you sell something more expensive, you're able to serve people at a higher level. And also, when people invest more money, they pay more attention and they take things more seriously versus, if you were in a traditional style MLM where people invest $100, $150, a lot of times people don't take it seriously. So this is an amazing business that you guys are part of. As far as like the whole marketing thing goes, we started doing the first version of the black box. I don't even know if you guys have even seen this, but there was this version of the black box that we created. It was in my house in Hollywood, and it was like I guess it was the best I could do at the time. I just didn't know better. I didn't have any better resources, but it's the one that starts off with Mr. Oshiro and it says, what does this Japanese man have to do with the reason why 95% of people never make any money from home business or whatever? And that really worked. Some of you guys, you mind muting? Who's got a little baby screaming? Is that you, Gracie?
No, it's not.
Oh, I thought you had the baby or somebody. Anyways, Gracie, I'll see you soon. Gracie's coming all the way from Hawaii to Miami, so we'll see you soon, Gracie. I'm excited to see you.
Yes. Oh, yes. What, you can see me?
Yes. Yeah, I can see you.
I don't know how to turn it off.
Anyways, what Scott wanted me to come on here and talk to you guys all about is that committing to mastery about what you guys are getting involved in, because what you guys are getting involved in, what you are involved in, is something that if you do take really seriously can pay you more than anything else that's really out there, any type of job or pretty much all most businesses, especially all home-based businesses that I'm aware of. So you guys have a really unique opportunity, and I actually got the opportunity to interview 3 people today that I was interviewing as a case study to figure out, like, to try and help my program become better, to figure out, like, what's the difference? What's the main difference between why some people really kick ass and have amazing results like Scott does and Nolan and, Zach and a lot of these guys, versus people that don't get any results. And so I interviewed 3 of the top people that took my coaching program, and they actually all 3 said the same thing when I asked them. They said that I asked them, what's your advice to somebody that's brand new, that's just starting? And they all 3 of them said that when you come into this, you need to commit to it and make a decision that you're actually going to master the skills of marketing on the internet. And I thought it was really interesting because it's true, because it's very easy to get into this type of business where it's a low barrier to entry, and most people don't really take it too seriously. So I think that really committing yourself to, this isn't some business that I'm just going to try out. This isn't something that I hope makes me money. This is something that you commit to, that you're going to master the skills that is taught in the Black Box program, and you're going to master learning how to build a funnel and create effective advertising. And when you do that, the sky is really the limit. So I don't know. I mean, we could go a million different directions with this, Scott, about, what to do and how to do it. But I think the main thing is, like, you gotta not only, like, take this seriously, but you gotta take yourself seriously. Like, it's sometimes like the little things and taking yourself seriously, like, oh shoot, should I invest? I remember Scott, right? Should I invest in the little suitcase that's $150 to carry the machine and the water jugs to the event, to the home presentation? Should I invest in this little piece of software? Should I invest into this course that could maybe make me a better marketer? And it's like the best investment that you have is yourself. And the second best investment is not the stock market, it's not cryptocurrencies, it's none of that. It's your business. Okay. So number one is continue investing in yourself. Number two, continue investing into your business. And I know, like, you're like, oh, well, I can get away with this free tool or this free software, but like, man, take yourself seriously. And like, just little things, like if you haven't like set yourself up as a proper business, like you haven't made yourself an LLC, like do those little things, like make yourself an actual business. So that way, and not even just for the tax benefits of it, obviously, but and not for the liability reasons, just like for the investment into it, like to really like believe in like what you're doing and like the outcome that's possible from it. So I don't know, other things that really helped me out to like getting somewhere fast, and that's always helped me out, is just the concept of modeling. Like I always tell the story, I grew up in a court full of 12 boys, and every summer we would have table tennis tournaments, and there's like 12 boys, and obviously all of us had dads, and so we'd all get together and we'd do table tennis. We played table tennis nonstop all summer, and I was really competitive. I wanted to be the best table tennis player in the court, and so I bought this little DVD that was called Success in Table Tennis, and I watched the Olympic pros on how they play table tennis, and I just modeled exactly what they did, how they moved their feet, how they put spin on the ball, everything. And I became the best table tennis player in the court. I beat all the dads, and I was only like 10, 11, 12 years old. And I like took that principle into everything that I do. So for you guys that want to have like quick success, like just model people that are already doing it. Like follow what they're doing. It's the best shortcut to success is the concept of modeling, 100%. And for me, when I got into internet marketing, I tried a few things by myself, and as soon as I had a funnel that was profitable, which was I had a couple before, but the Black Box was the first one that I really had a significant income from. And as soon as I did that, I reinvested in myself. I hired Russell Brunson, who's the founder of ClickFunnels, and I pay him $30,000 each year because I want to get to the result as fast as possible. So whatever you guys can do to get around people that are winning and that have results, I would do that 100%. I would get around people that are winning, and I'd model their approach. But you guys have a great model. The real thing is you guys really do have a funnel and a sales presentation that works. And so it's a matter of just really figuring out and dialing in the traffic. What's up?
I think he is cut in and out a little bit.
Okay, so I was saying you guys have a funnel and a sales presentation and a phone script and a product that's kick-ass and that already works. It's proven. There's people on this call that are making tens of thousands of dollars a month doing this, and it's really just about dialing into traffic. So my advice, like when it comes to that, and then I'll stop and we can maybe answer questions for a second, or take a different direction, feel free. But my advice on that is to not be afraid to spend money. Most people are afraid to spend money on advertising, and that's the reason why they're not having any success. Like, you guys are selling high ticket. Like, you can spend some money to acquire a customer. And I'd be willing to spend at least what it costs you to make a sale. Like, if you're making $1,000 sale, be willing to invest at least $1,000 in advertising. And think of like that investment into advertising is not like you're just hopefully trying to make a sale, but you're gathering data. And you're seeing what audience is responding best to your advertising, and being able to make adjustments from there. Other basic things, like, I don't know, like how far advanced you guys are along the way, but letting the Facebook, and Scott, I'm jumping the gun, but letting the Facebook pixel, I know Nolan and Scott can talk about this a bunch. But letting the Facebook pixel do the work. Once you've got 50 to 100 visitors that are hitting your landing page, create a lookalike audience based off of that. That's going to be a pretty good audience. Then once you have like 100 opt-ins or 100 leads, try to look off of that, and that's going to even be a better audience. And then once you have like 100 or 50 applications, create an audience based off of that. It's going to be even better. The rest of it's kind of done for you. Learn the sales process. If you don't know the sales process, or you're not good on the phones, just find somebody that is good on the phones, and and offer to pay them a little bit of money. But yeah, that's kind of my feel on it. Anything in specific you want me to cover, Scott?
Yeah, I mean, I think a great thing that we could do here in the next couple minutes is anybody who's new, who hasn't had a chance maybe to meet Adam yet, I think it'd be a great opportunity for you to actually ask questions as a little bit of a Q&A. I think that'd be great. So whoever wants to jump in, go for it.
Cool. Let's do. Is 7 minutes cool?
Yeah, man. Unless you guys do 7.5 or 8, we could do that.
Let's do 7 minutes lightning round.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm open for it.
Jump in, guys. You guys have the floor.
Manuel raised his hand. Let's hear from Manuel.
Yeah. So whenever like someone throws you like let's say an objection, like what maybe like the worst objection that you've overcome?
In like a sales call or what?
Yeah, the sales call.
I personally don't do the sales calls. I have a team that does them for me. So, that's probably not the best question for me to answer.
May I chime in for that?
Go ahead.
All right. So, hey, Manuel. So, if someone gives you an objection, usually I've learned from a guy named Cesar Rodriguez. I don't know if you know who he is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Cesar Rodriguez, whenever someone comes up with an objection, he'll turn it back onto them, essentially. So, okay, well, if I don't have the answer on me immediately. So you're going to play it off as if you don't have the answer right away. But it's like, let me ask you something. If I answer that question, is that the only thing holding you back from getting started? And if the answer is, oh, well, no, then you're going to ask them again. It's like, okay, well, then what is holding you back from getting started? Because you want to get to the real problems that they have. Like when they give you an objection, it's usually they're trying to cut around to, I don't have the money most of the time. So they say, I'll think about it or I'll talk to my wife or something like that. So you're just going to get to the real core of what their problem is, and we'll help them solve it from there. So if they say, oh, well, let me think about it. It's like, okay, well, let me ask you something. Like, what's holding you back right now from getting started? And then, essentially, they're going to come around and you're going to keep putting them back on the line of saying, what's their real problem? And once you know what their real problem is, you can overcome it right there. So that's a really good thing to do. And then if you have the answer right away, you can say, okay, listen, well, I have a list of over 100 people, like you're one of the first people I decided to talk to, or you're one of the first people who opted in, but I have a spot available for you. So like, obviously when you have people who are 1A, 2A, 3A, essentially that's a spot where the next person who buys on your line or their line, they get paid for it. So you want to stress the urgency to let them know that, hey, listen, like this is your spot, but I don't have the answer right away. I'll get back to you and I'll answer it for you. But the next person I talk to may have on before you do, and you may miss out on that opportunity. So is that really a problem, or do you think you can wait and get started today?
Yeah, that you hit on 2 great points. You hit on or 3 great points: urgency, scarcity, and isolating the objection. That's huge because a lot of times when you talk to people, there's a lot of unspoken objections, and like you said, TJ, by asking the right questions, you can uncover the unspoken objection. And I'm in Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone's in my ears all day, so I love that.
Awesome.
Adam, what's up, dude? It's good to meet you there. I know we're limited on time. So Facebook ads. I'm having great success on the organic level, like the face-to-face and just sharing the water. And I mean, it's really all you have to do is have them drink the water. It's undeniable. But for optimizing Facebook ads, like I've gone through the whole black box template and put up the pixels, put up the ClickFunnels and all that. I've only run one ad campaign. And I know that it usually takes like about a month to optimize. And I had like literally 0 hits on the ad. And I think it was, according to Facebook, it was because the text in the ad was too long. But like when you're trying to find your audience on Facebook ads, like should you just keep publishing ads like until they hit, or should you get one out and let it go for a little bit, see how it goes? Like how relentless should you be on the Facebook ads to get the stream going?
How I always do it when I'm going to market something new is I always test 5 different ad sets at a time.
Me too.
Yeah, no one does that too, I know. I do 5 ad sets at a time because